So this morning I find myself in Morrison's. Let's see if I can do a frugal shop. So I'm just back from doing my shopping for probably the next fortnight. We'll need to top up a little bit though. So it was a big shop. A big shop. Haven't spent as much as that for a long time. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. More of that in a minute. I'll tell you why I'm so tired. But I just put some lipstick on because sometimes lipstick makes you look less dead. So that's the plan anyway. Whether you think I look less dead or not is something else. Anyway, I ended up going to Morrison's, which I would not normally do, but my plan was to get up reasonably early, get to Lidl. However, then my daughter rang and said my car's not working. She has a second job and she was trying to get to the second job and her car was playing up. So I ended up having to take her to her job and do the shopping at the nearest supermarket while she was at the job because it was just a morning. And it was about 2.5 hours worth. And so I had to go to Morrison's because that was the nearest one. It was pointless coming the way home. So that is why I know it's more expensive to go to Morrison. So I've tried to buy reduced and buy Morrison savers wherever I can. But I still think I've spent a lot more. This would have cost me less in Lidl. I don't know how much less exactly, but maybe £10 at least less. There's a couple of things I wouldn't have been able to get in Lidl. So anyway, without further ado, let me show you what I got. Okay, so this is what I spent. £95.53. I managed to save £1.18. I thought I should have saved more than that, but I think there should be some reduction on the corn, but it doesn't appear to be. So, okay. Anyway, that's a lot for me. Don't normally spend quite that much, but it is quite a big shop. And everything's just so flipping expensive now. Let's start down this end. So, I don't buy much meat now because I'm not eating it. The bacon is for Justin to have over the weekend. So, that cost £2.25. I did look at the Savers bacon, but it didn't look very good. It was just all in bits. So I thought, well, he actually wants a bacon sarnie. So I bought this. I could have bought 2 for £4, but I didn't need to. So I stuck to the £2.25. The chicken is some for Archie and some for Justin. This is much more expensive per kilogram. I think it's something like £2.76 in Lidl and Aldi, and it's £3.04 here. So I had to buy it anyway, needed it. So I bought 3 lots of that for £3.04 each per kilogram. This was expensive as well. This is about 50p in Lidl or Aldi, I think, currently. £1.05 there, but Justin keeps saying, oh, please can you get some apple sauce? He loves apple sauce, so I thought I'd better get it. I got the Savers bin liners. So I don't always like the really cheap bin liners because they just kind of come through and I put all the cat litter in it, but needs must. So I got those for 99p for 30. I did look in the reductions at the bakery stuff, and there wasn't any bread that I wanted, so I just got the best bread apparently, which is like a seeded loaf, and that was £1.45, but it is the best apparently. These are just rolls, white sub rolls. Again, Justin wants a bacon roll over the weekend. I'll have an egg one in mine. And I did also get these for the freezer, reduced, 6 soft rolls, reduced from 89p to 66p. Some other reductions I got. I actually picked up all of these vegetables without the reductions, put them back when I found the big reduced shelf. So I'll show you that as I'm chatting, I expect, or at some point during this video. So it was really big, and there was loads of stuff on there and nobody was even looking at it. So I had a good look at it, and this is what I got. So the mushrooms, they look fine, don't they? Tiny bit of brown, but absolutely fine. Reduced from £1.19 to 89p. They were on my list. Those weren't reduced. I'll just do the reductions first. Salad, well, we're going to eat that this weekend, so it didn't matter that it was reduced 89p to 27p. Broccoli, look at this huge head of broccoli. It's a large broccoli, should have been 99p, got it for 50, and it is really large. It's like 2 heads really. The carrots were wonky carrots in the first place, so they were already quite cheap at 50p, and these were reduced to 37. And again, carrots really last ages, don't they? So I think everything. Oh, tomatoes. Again, we're going to have to eat these fairly quickly, but they don't feel overripe, you know. They're vine tomatoes, and I originally had just salad tomatoes, which sometimes can be a bit tasteless, can't they? So these will be nicer anyway. They were £1.39. Now they're 70. The salad tomatoes I was going to buy were 99p, so I still save money on that. Anyway, let's go back over here. That's my reductions. I got my lactose-free milk. It is more expensive. It's £1.35 in there. I think it's under the pound in Aldi and Lidl now again. So again, you know, I only bought 4 because I thought, well, if I'm passing Lidl in the week, I'll grab a few more if I need them or at some point. I bought 1 whole milk because I want to try making yoghurt in my Instant Pot, because I thought that will save me money. I keep buying natural yogurt, and although I would like to try and make it with the lactose-free milk, I'm going to just try it first with just whole milk. So that was £1.20. I was surprised at how much that was in there actually, but it's okay. But I'm going to try the yogurt anyway. I haven't made yogurt for years. I used to have a little yogurt maker, not an electric one or anything. It was just one you put hot water in and it made yogurt, and it worked perfectly well. And then I kind of got out of the habit and I went lactose free, and now I'm thinking, you know, I spend a lot of money on yogurt, so I'm going to try doing it, and I might even try straining it. So talking of which, so I bought butter. These were 2 for £3, so that was quite reasonable. And I bought a authentic Greek yogurt because I really like that. That's the one I like best. It's £2.29. I thought if my yogurt comes out okay, my next thing will be to try straining the yogurt, because it strains away a lot of the lactose. That's why I can eat Greek yogurt. It's relatively low lactose. And obviously if I had an allergy it would not do, but I don't. So I thought I like to try and find loo roll in paper if I can. I mean, God, there's enough plastic here anyway, so what's the difference? But this was the only one they had, £5.75 for 9 rolls. Quite expensive, really. I am feeling very achy. Thought I'd top up on pain relief. In fact, they let me do all these. I wonder if they should, really, because I got the ibuprofen gel. This is so much more expensive. This is so much cheaper rather than something like Voltarol, which is just expensive. And I looked at the ingredients before, and it's just more or less the same. I got paracetamol for 37p and ibuprofen for 45p. They're 16 each. I bought this because actually I was looking at these on Vintage trying to get a good deal on them, and this was £9, which is not too bad for foundation. So I don't tend to buy that, and I wouldn't have got that in with my Lidl shop, but I managed to get that in Morrison's. I wouldn't have got that in Lidl either. Oatcakes, £1. These are sort of snacky things. Oatcakes, £1. Ryvitas. Normally I try to buy the generic version, but they didn't have a generic version, so I got the real thing for £1.59. I got snacks. So got snacks because you need snacks, don't you? I'm going to do some baking. I need dark chocolate. Normally I buy quite good quality dark chocolate in Aldi or Lidl, but they didn't do that at a reasonable price, so I thought, I'm not spending a fortune on it. I'm only going to stick it in a cake. So £1.80 for that. And these were on offer. I think they were 2 for £2.50. So I bought picnic bars and dairy milk, and I'll try and hide one in the outside fridge so we don't eat it all instantly. And Garibaldi's, I love those. Don't often see those in Aldi or Lidl, so got those for £1.55. Because it's the weekend. Got this. We really like this yellowtail wine, so if it's on offer I'll get that. It was still £7.75, but you know, these days a decent tasting bottle of wine, you've got to pay that, haven't you? I do have the remnants of a bottle of gin, and also some gin I bought back from Mum's when I was clearing yesterday, because you know, she doesn't really drink it and it's pointless packing a load of booze, so I bought it back here. So I got some. This is all they had actually. I do this very cheaply in Lidl, but I got the cans because A, they're more recyclable, and B, you know, I don't, at the end of a big bottle of tonic often goes flat before we drink it. So this way, at least I'm not wasting any. The cats have decided they like this cheaper, plain Felix, the standard Felix again now. So I bought this actually for £10, I think, in Lidl last time I went shopping, and this time I got it for 11, so that's still reasonable, isn't it? Back to the non-reduced vegetables and fruit and stuff. 79p for spring greens. Don't you love spring greens? I do. Bought some sweet potatoes for £1.19. That's quite a decent size bag for sweet potatoes. I bought, rather than new potatoes, which are more expensive, I bought baby potatoes. Honestly, they taste the same to me. £1.19. 4 bananas cost me 62 pence. And then I bought corn. These ones I thought should have been 2 for £5, but when I've looked on my receipt, they're not coming up as a reduction. So maybe you needed to buy 2 of exactly the same. Don't know. Maybe I misunderstood the offer. So they weren't £2 for £5 at all. They were £2.65. So it's only another 30p I would have saved, but I didn't. Peppers, I only really wanted 1 pepper, but they looked pathetic, the single peppers, really wrinkly. So I thought, well, actually, I'll get these because I use them over time anyway, and they cost me £1.59 for 3 nice, fresh-looking ones. And eggs, I bought just the 12 medium free-range eggs for £2.60. I think I've done everything. So, again, I say this every time I do a shopping haul. You don't get much for your money nowadays, do you? And this is just to feed me and Justin for most of a fortnight. And I always have to top up on things like milk, fruit, some fresh veg sometimes in that time, and sometimes a bit more chicken, depends how much Archie eats. So, you know, I might be topping that up a little bit, but it will be a very small shop next time. So, yeah, that's my Morrison's shop. Okay, so my writing is terrible when I did this, and it's all gone a bit wrong because I was somewhere else. Where was I on Thursday night? I can't even think. And then Friday I was at my mum's, so I haven't made this rice and cheese roast yet. So it's now Saturday. So today I'm going to do just a load of mixed vegetables, broccoli and potatoes and carrots and sweet potatoes and whatever else I can find, mushrooms, in a cheese sauce, and Justin will have a pork chop, and I'll do enough of that for us to have that tomorrow as well, so we don't have to cook tomorrow, which is brilliant. Justin, I've got 2 pork chops already in the freezer, so I'll get those out, and he can have the same thing 2 days in a row, which he won't care about. And if I'm feeling particularly hungry, I might have one of the corn things with that I bought, but I'll see. I don't know. I cook those from frozen so I can decide later. Monday, I'm going to use the salad and just have an omelette and salad, maybe some of the little potatoes with that. Tuesday, now the plan was to make nut rissoles from my Cranks book. I might not make those because I'm not sure if I've got enough nuts. I couldn't see them anywhere in Morrison's for some reason, but I might have to adapt that. No, I think I probably do have enough if I don't want that much variety. So that may have to be changed. I'm not sure. I'm going to do sweet potato mash with that. And then on Wednesday, I've got fish in breadcrumbs already in the freezer. So I think we'll have that, and I'll do some sort of veg with it. So it may be homemade potato wedges done in the air fryer with the broccoli or something like that. I haven't decided yet. So as you can see, I'm not using everything that I've bought, so it's got to last. But the veg I'm going to use first and focus on using first will be the reduced veg. So that's what's going to happen this week. And then on the Thursday, Friday, I will go back to doing the rice and cheese roast, which is from an old book Margaret Patton wrote a long time ago. I've said I'm going to have salad with that, but I won't have any salad left. So we'll probably have some spring greens or some broccoli or some carrots or something like that with it. Anyway, I'm also going to make yogurt, as you know, and banana chocolate muffins as well. Fortunately, a few weeks ago, I found these in the co-op, reduced from £4.50. £4.50 for 2 pork chops to £1.53. So I've just remembered to get them out. I'm hoping that one of those is going to be defrosted enough, otherwise I'll have to finish it off in the microwave. So that was my Morrison's shop. I quite like Morrison's actually. I do think it's a nice store and it has a nice selection of things, and it does. The one that I went to anyway, it's probably the only Morrison's I've ever shopped in, but it's not too big. I hate massive superstores where you go in for a few things and you end up coming out with half the shop because there's so much temptation and it just takes you so long to get round. I just would rather just get in, get my shopping done, get out and get home. I've got better things to do. I don't love food shopping. So I quite like it from that respect. And I do remember actually when I went through a little phase of going to that particular one with my daughter before, that they had really good reductions. I remember buying a massive thing of chicken breasts, really a big tray full when I was still eating meat. And it was a Monday morning we went in, and it was reduced from about, I don't know, £15 to about £2.50. It was an absolute massive bargain. So I divided it up and put it in the freezer. So it was really, really good. I've done that same with that bacon actually, because Justin only probably has like one bacon sandwich a week. So on a Sunday morning, he likes to have one. So I divided those 10 rashers into 5 portions, and 4 of them have gone in the freezer. So that's how, I mean, that will last us ages. That will really last a long time. So I mentioned that I was super, super tired in that video. I am still tired, but not as bad. We had a really very restful Sunday. We really enjoyed ourselves. We just went for a lovely walk. The weather wasn't quite as hot, which was good. So it's kind of draining when it's been so hot and muggy. And we just sat around really. Well, I did anyway. Justin went outside and did some painting. I actually had a nap on the sofa with Archie, and it was really good. I felt like I needed it. I really did feel like I just needed not to think about things, not to worry about my mum's move, and just to catch up on my sleep, because I'm pretty much an insomniac. So, you know, if I'm worried about something, I don't sleep well, and I've got fibromyalgia, so I do get tired. And I think I've just really been overdoing it with packing everything for mum, trying to keep on top of my own stuff. I sent a big old family WhatsApp email, text rather, to everybody after I'd been the other day, when I was just totally overwhelmed with it all, and just said, help, you've all got to come and help me. I can't do all this, and we've got like a week and a half. So my brother and his wife have been over there today doing cleaning and packing and everything, and my older sister is going to go over on Friday. Me and Justin and my daughter will go over on Sunday and do the last few bits, because she's actually moving Tuesday morning. So I'll go and do things like defrost the freezer and clean it, and bring home all the frozen stuff. And anything sort of last minute, hoover around and that kind of thing. So just to get ready for Tuesday, and then mum will be coming back with us. So she's been at my sister's all this week, so she's not really been able to do any packing. Not that she can do an awful lot anyway. And she's been over to have the knee injections. I mentioned that in my previous video. So if you haven't seen my previous video and you're feeling a bit curious about my mum's house, you want to have a nose around it, have a look at my moving story video, because you can see around her cottage. It's really, really cute, and I'm going to miss it. But she's going to miss it more than me, I should think. But anyway, yeah, she's been off having knee injections. She said she just had them. She said it didn't hurt a bit. I don't know if she's going to feel the benefit of them tonight. She's got to rest her leg all day tomorrow. So she's kind of missing all the last minute packing. She's got to come back and do her clothing. Nobody else can sort that out except her. So she's doing that with my sister on Friday. And then that's it. That'll be the last weekend. Bank holiday weekend will be her last weekend there. And then we're gone. We're gone. So that will be a relief. She'll be with me for a while. So I don't need to look after her. I mean, I might have to take her a few places and entertain her so she doesn't get bored, but she doesn't need looking after as such. And then she will be going back to my sister's for a bit. And then I really hope that her flat is ready and we can hear that she's completed on that. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I'll keep you up to date. If you enjoyed my video, give me the thumbs up. Let me know in the comments whether you shop in Morrison's and what you think about my meal plan, and what you think about the general value in Morrison's. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.